In this episode, the new Volkswagen ID Buzz, taking the new Hummer camping, and the Ruf Tribute. Welcome to episode 272 of the We Are Auto Show. What's up, Derek?
Mr. Michael Rowell, have you heard that NASA was able to go to an asteroid, scoop up a little bit of asteroid dirt and rubble and rocks, put it inside the spacecraft, and then send it all the way back to Earth, and they landed it on Earth?
No.
They did that.
Why?
It was more to see how, why, what everything is made of, that kind of stuff. But there was also some science to figure out, like, if we bring a spacecraft to an asteroid, could we gravitationally pull it a different direction to redirect it away from Earth if required?
Do you think that could happen?
You can.
So, does that mean that the next Younger Dryas is not going to happen?
What?
Have you heard of the Younger Dryas impact theory?
No. Oh. Is that what that killed the dinosaurs?
Part of it.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. I'm not going to get too deep. But apparently, the Younger Dryas impact theory states that many, many, many thousands of years ago, the Earth has been impacted by asteroids and comets that created floods and all sorts of things and climate changes and things like that. So we can essentially stop the next Younger Dryas?
Yeah, if only the dinosaurs had a space program, they'd have been all set.
If only they had a NASA and a SpaceX.
Exactly.
Nice.
They'd have been all set.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, what automotive news do we have to chat about?
It's nothing to do with space, that's for sure. Well, actually, is it? It is about creating space.
Ah.
The Volkswagen ID Buzz Westfalia.
Okay. Westfalia. We've talked about Westfalia in the past.
I was going to say, does Westfalia sound familiar?
Yes, it does.
Do you remember what Westfalia is?
No.
Okay, I appreciate the honesty. So, Westfalia is like an upfitter that upfits vans and such to make them more campers.
It's like the camping thing for
Yep.
VWs.
Yep, but it's not technically just VWs, but yes.
Okay.
So Westfalia does still exist, but right now they're focused on upfitting like Dodge Ram ProMaster van things.
So Westfalia is not owned by VW?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
But apparently there's some rumors here that the new Volkswagen ID Buzz, which is what Volkswagen's new van is going to be. Have you seen the renders of the new ID Buzz?
Is this
That is the new Volkswagen electric van.
the yellow and silver? Oh, boy. Okay.
It is the new Volkswagen electric van. It is a thing. It's not a very good thing, but it's a thing. It's supposed to be an electric homage to the original Volkswagen Buzz.
Okay.
You can kind of see it, but you also kind of can't.
Yeah. You kind of can, but you also don't really.
Yeah, you can, but you can't. Same time.
I think the old one was so unaerodynamic that it would really be tough to turn that shape into an EV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just like a moving log.
Right. But it is an iconic shape.
Very rectangular.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, very rounded edge rectangular.
Mm-hmm.
And you have the Volkswagen Buzz.
So this is the new Buzz.
Well, this is a render of what the new bus would be if Westfalia got their hands on it.
Ah. Are they planning on doing such a thing?
Well, there's rumors. Maybe. There's no guarantee that they're going to upfit the ID Buzz. But just for a quick little note, like I said, the Westfalia, they have been doing stuff in different countries, like in Europe and things like that. But they are returning to America with the Dodge Ram ProMaster. Which is the Dodge Ram version. But those are old Westfalias.
Yeah. They all look cool. They all look like they belong at Burning Man.
Or do they look like they belong at Daytona at the 24?
They fit in there too. Yeah. Just any camping adventure, really.
Mm-hmm. That actually looks like it's at a track or a car event.
It's a car event for sure.
It's a European car event.
Yeah.
It's next to a 914. There's an E36 BMW next to it. There's a Mark 7 GTI and a B8 S4 and all the things around it.
So I wonder if Westfalia got their hands on it, what interesting things they could do considering it's an EV. Like, would they wire into it?
I don't. That's what I'm curious about your input here. You being someone that has more knowledge of EVs, like, what do we do?
Well, you could scaffold out the solar panels to charge the battery, no problem there. You could put in seemingly any appliance you would put in your house. As far as like power needs, it would have no problem supplying those. You could have a microwave, you could have a stove, you could have all that stuff if you wanted. To be fair, I think the other ones, like these, probably also have some of those amenities. At least the microwave, I bet. But I don't know. What else could you do that would be unique?
I don't know.
Not really sure.
Real quick, FYI, Westfalia, they are, looks like, going to be made in Ontario, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, yeah, this quick, neat little thing to look at and ponder on, the ID Buzz, which is officially a thing. That the ID Buzz is Volkswagen's electric van.
Gotcha.
But will Westfalia get their hands on it?
We'll find out.
I kind of feel like it's a match made in heaven. It should.
That whole camping kind of crew, I don't know, that culture, I should say, would take to this very well.
Probably.
Yeah.
Not overlanders, but campers.
Yes.
Because there's a difference.
Right. Now, I wonder if that means that campsites in the future are going to need like EV chargers or something like that.
I don't know, and that's what I'm curious about.
Yeah, there's going to be more ramifications down the line than just what we're seeing now. But,
Yes.
Interesting.
So let's move on to something else that gives you more space.
Okay.
We talked about camping. Now let's talk about overlanding, bro.
Okay.
Hey, look, it's an overlander. Hey, look, it's an overlander. It's an overlander. Overlander. Yes.
For the people who are uneducated, what is an overlander?
Well, how do I put this nicely? It is someone who fits a bunch of extra expensive shit on their truck or SUV to use it once every year and a half when they go drive it just slightly off the road to go stay on a gravel road next to a stream for 2 nights.
Oh. It's like, I kind of want to be a hippie camper, but I'm not going to commit to it fully.
But I want to be cool and tough.
So it's like every Jeep you see around here.
Yeah, so you know like the trucks and SUVs and Jeeps that have a rooftop tent?
Yes.
And then they have like the red water storage on the side and the bed rack and like all the shovel and the pickaxe and everything. Like, I'm a masculine hippie. That's an overlander.
Okay. All right. I would normally call them off-roaders, but sure.
So overlanding is when you go off-road and camp, essentially. That's the idea. That you go off-roading, but then you stay the night at some place that you go off-roading.
Gotcha.
So apparently, this overlander company called Earth Cruiser has decided to trick out the new Hummer EV.
Okay. I have so many questions.
Who doesn't? This is just full of questions. Of all the platforms you start with the biggest thing in the world.
The heaviest one.
You want to go overlanding your 10,000-pound Hummer EV?
It's actually like tank weight. Jesus. Okay. All right.
Ooh, in this picture, I think they have the crab walk going. Look at the rear wheel. It looks like it's canted a little bit there.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
They're doing some weird turning.
Wow.
Okay. Really using all the agility that Hummer has. Tell me more about this thing.
Okay, so Earth Cruiser is the company that has done all this upfitting to the Hummer EV. Apparently, this new thing has the ability to support you off-grid for up to a week without using the truck's ginormous onboard battery.
Oh.
Which is interesting.
Not how I would have guessed that they would have done that, but okay.
Agree.
Huh.
So apparently power for the EV pickup Earth Cruiser thing is coming from nearly a 6 kilowatt hour 12 volt lithium battery that connects to a 1500 watt inverter that provides power to the 120 and 12 volt outlets throughout the camper.
Why?
Pause. The 12-volt lithium battery also connects to a 605-watt solar panel mounted to the roof, which keeps it charged without relying on the Hummer EV's primary battery.
If I bought a new phone, right, and then I got a case for my phone, would that case come with a battery for my phone? Usually no.
Typically not.
This is equivalently a case for this car. And it has a battery built in that is massive. Why did they put another battery in this case?
So that you don't have to drain the battery that is huge to power the hugeness of the huge thing.
You're not going to drain it. It's like taking a little sippy straw and drinking from a lake.
Well, are you sure you're not going to drain it? Because all this extra stuff weighs things.
It does weigh things, but because you added another battery, which is more weight.
Well, yes.
Yes, I totally agree it weighs things. But no, you're not going to effectively drain the battery with the stovetop or the microwave or whatever it is. They're massively, these batteries are crazy in these EVs.
You mentioned some of the appliances there. Yes, you have, let's see. We've got a refrigerator freezer combo, induction cooktop sink, and other appliances. Apparently, you can also get a hot water shower.
Whoa, that's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
Yeah. One thing that I found that's kind of neat is if you look at this back photo here, I thought that this was like just place on top. Clearly, it's more than just that.
No, it uses the bed.
Okay, it does use the bed, which is really cool, and that's where all of the kitchen and other kinds of equipment is. It looks pretty spacious from this point of view, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm glad that it's not just a literal place on top of the car. It actually utilizes more than I thought it would, which is awesome.
Yeah, a lot of those style campers do that. There's a company called Go Fast Campers, and it's the same idea. It's like you put it on top of like a Tacoma, and it looks, when it's all closed up, just looks like a roof rack bed cap thing.
Right.
But then it like Autobots transforms into something like that.
This would be awesome to have at a race.
Yeah.
To be able to sit up there and watch the cars from on top.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
That'd be
Neat.
sweet.
Yeah.
But so would a traditional RV.
Yes, that's the better solution. I totally agree.
Yeah, this thing is it's pretty wild. Yeah, it's an interesting thing. They have not quoted the weight, which scares me.
Oh, it's not going to be light.
No, apparently a lot of the panels they used were carbon fiber to help cut down the weight.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not going to be.
Going to cut down that much though.
It'll help. Every little bit helps, but I don't. Yeah, it's going to be like 1,000 pounds or more.
So you take your 10,000-pound Hummer, and you put 1,000 pounds, and then you call it another 300 pounds worth of two humans, 50 pounds worth of a dog.
Mm-hmm.
You're very quickly getting a 12,000-pound car.
Oh yeah, I'm sure this is 12 or 13,000 pounds with this thing, and
by the time you put your cooler in it,
water,
ice,
and fluids, and yeah. I'm sure this is 12 to 13,000 pounds.
Jesus Christ!
It's a lot. I totally agree. It'll nom through battery, but I still don't understand why would they have another external battery and not just use the battery of the vehicle. That doesn't make any sense to me. But regardless, maybe GM or they were unwilling to allow the reverse. I don't think that you can reverse this, can you?
I don't know.
You can't go from vehicle to grid.
I know the Lightning can, but I don't know if the Hummer can.
Yeah. I wonder if that's why. I wonder if this is not vehicle to grid capable.
Maybe.
I don't think that it is.
That could be it.
Yeah. Hence the reason why they need to add their own battery. But that is, from an engineering perspective, that is terrible. Yeah.
Especially when you have like the biggest battery known to man.
It's huge on these things, dude. It's like 100 kilowatt hours of energy. It would run your house for like 4 days. It's crazy how much energy these EVs have.
Yeah. That's the new Hummer EV, Overland.
Overlander
Hummer EV. Overlanders.
All right. Are we talking about landing?
No, we're going to talk about something that I am going to appreciate much more. We're talking about a Porsche.
Okay.
But it's not really a Porsche. I mean, it's a Porsche, but it's not really a Porsche. It's a Ruf.
RUF.
Yes, it's like the aftermarket tuning company that brings up an old Porsche.
Wait, there's Ruf, and then there's another one.
Singer.
Yes.
And there's also Gunther Works.
Oh boy, there's too many of them.
There's 3.
Yeah, it's too many of them.
But now there's a new one coming on the scene called Tuthill, but I'm not going to get into that.
Oh boy.
Well, we can talk about that next episode.
Okay.
We'll talk about the 911K next episode.
Okay.
Today, we're going to talk about a Ruf. We're going to talk about the Ruf Tribute.
Ruf Tribute.
It's called the Tribute.
Ruf's been around for a while.
Many years, yes.
Yeah.
And they were first known for their iconic car, the Yellowbird, which, God, let's see, that would have been, when was that? The 80s? Yeah, the 80s, when the Yellowbird was blitzing the Nürburgring, and everyone was like, oh, damn, what is this little company called? Oh, that's who they are.
Okay.
So this new Tribute is honoring 60 years of air-cooled era. Look at that picture. That is wonderful, Ruf. Yes, well done. Great formatting. Yes.
Huh.
It's a striking thing, isn't it?
Yes. Is it an old air cooled?
Yes, it is.
Or
but
harkens back to that?
It is. It is essentially an old air cooled, but it's the first time there's been a new air cooled engine made. So that is an all new engine.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. It's like the first real new air cooled engine in like many years.
That's kind of cool.
It's a 3.6 liter twin turbo flat 6, which apparently has been under development for over 2 years at Ruf, and it's pumping out 543 horsepower and 553 pound-feet of torque.
Wow.
Yes.
That's really neat.
It is. Apparently, this whole Ruf Tribute weighs roughly 2,700 pounds.
That's light.
With 543 horsepower.
That's light. That's really light for that power. That thing's fast.
Very. But let's just oogle it. Just look at it. Just look at it.
It looks like an old air-cooled Porsche to me.
It's so pretty.
I know that's like your thing. To me, it's like, yeah, it looks cool.
No, it's pretty.
I'm more interested in the engine bits and how they actually air-cooled it. Because,
well, same way you did it from back then.
Right. But why did Porsche go away from it?
Emissions and things.
It just wasn't as efficient, as effective. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, in 98, 99, when they decided they were going to start going H2O cooled, water cooled,
yes,
then they all died. But the 993 was the last one. 996 was the first water cooled. But this is the Ruf Tribute. There is no official price, but we can expect this to be in the millions.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I want to pose you a question. You can have a Singer, a Ruf, or a Gunther Works. Now, let me, just for reference, I'm going to pull up and I'm going to send you a link to a Singer and a Gunther Works, okay? So start ruminating on which one you would want the mostest.
So it has to be between one of the three.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. In my head, initially, I'm thinking the one that is the least Porsche looking.
What? What? Hold on.
I know that's an odd.
I've got one more link, and then let me get the other one.
Okay. I'll pull this guy up here. So, and which one is this?
That is the Singer Porsche.
Okay.
And then let's grab this guy next to a fighter jet.
Oh, well, that's just bias.
Okay, fine. I won't get the fighter jet one. I'll get this one with... No, not that one. How about this picture of it right here? Perfect. There we go.
Here's a question for you. In this new Ruf Tribute, do I have to provide them an old air-cooled 911?
Probably. I don't know. They haven't stated, but probably. So okay. I've got you a link to the Gunther Works as well as the Singer.
Okay, because I know in the past, at least with Singer and a couple others, you have had to provide the car, and then they do some jibbins and modify it. Okay, my three options are these, or the Ruf, the Singer, and then the Gunther Works.
Yep.
I'll automatically, I don't like the way this looks.
What?
I don't like the way.
What about it?
It's too flat in the front and goofy look. It looks like
That's a 993.
I know.
That body style is a 993. That is the last of the air-cooled 911s.
It looks like I'm looking at you with my eyes like this. I'm just looking at you like this
With goggles, binoculars?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll pass on that.
You're crazy. So Gunther Works is out for you.
Gunther Worth is out. This is cool because it's old, but
it's not. But it is, but it's not.
yeah, and Singer does a good job with their like fine detail. I'm sure all these guys do at this price point. Do I really want to be a roof guy? Oh god, I feel like that's the equivalent of the what's the crazy body kits that people put on Lambos?
No, it's not. Not Liberty Rock. Not even close. No.
No? Okay.
No. I wouldn't equate those at all.
It feels that way from an outsider. Maybe to you it's not. I think I'd go Singer.
I would too.
Really? And why?
I just like them the most, to be honest. They're just so much classic 911 to me that I just can't not love them.
It feels more classy to me.
To me, the Singer is just like every perfect piece of every perfect 911 that's ever been made. That's just made just a little more perfect, just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's more classy. The Ruf is a little too out there for me, and the I don't know, that one's too old for me.
Gunther Works.
So Gunther Works.
Yes. I love them all, but Singer would be my top choice.
Okay.
So I wanted to have that little debate with you.
Solid. Yeah.
So yeah, it's new Ruf Tribute.
What an odd car manufacturer thing, because they've made a bunch of different cars. There's actually one of those even on the racing game that we play, iRacing. Mm-hmm. It's not raced anywhere right now, but it's kind of interesting that it made it on there. And I remember playing back in the day, like Forza and Gran Turismo, they had
the Yellowbird.
Right, they had those roof cars. They were always absurdly fast. Couldn't really slow down.
Correct.
Because the brakes were just good, but they're just too fast in a straight line. But wild cars to drive.
Yeah. So that's the new Ruf Tribute. That's all I got. You got anything else?
I do not.
It's going to wrap us up for episode 272. Thanks so much for watching and listening. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel, leave a thumbs up, and drop a comment. Let us know, what would you prefer, the Ruf, the Singer, or the Gunther Works? Be curious to know your thoughts there. If you're listening on audio only, send us those thoughts via social. Facebook is We Are Auto, Instagram is WeAreAuto_, YouTube is We Are Auto, and our website is weareauto.io. So, thanks again. Catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.